Hello and thanks for watching Best Maths Tutors. I'm continuing to go through the Edexcel Foundation Tier Paper 3 from 2019, and we're on question 30, which is the final question on the paper. And if you find this helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel because you'll be able to see all the rest of the videos that we've done. And any subsequent videos that we do as well. So this final one, and the questions do get harder as you go through the paper as well, is a simultaneous equation. So we've got two equations here, and it's a simultaneous one because we've got two unknowns. So two things we don't know. And we can see we've got x and y that we don't know. And we've got to find them both. So the way we can do that is by something called the elimination method. And that means we usually subtract one of the equations from the other, and then we eliminate either the x or the y. So we can actually, sometimes we do add them as well. So subtract or add one equation to the other. So we can see the only problem is the numbers aren't the same at the moment in front of the x's or the y's. So the thing is, before we can do this, we need to make the numbers either in front of the x's the same, or the numbers in front of the y's have to be the same. So to do that, we can, I'm going to label the equation, I call that one equation 1, that one equation 2. I'm going to look for a number that they will both go into. By that I mean, we can see that we're going to try and make the number in front of the y the same. So that's what we're going to do, make the y's the same. See, it's we're looking for the one that's the easiest to do. So I think if we multiply equation 2 by 2, then we can see that the number in front of the y would now be a 4, which would be the same as the number in front of the y on equation 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just rewrite equation 1 there. So that's the first equation, equals 11. And then below it, I'm going to write equation 2 times by 2. So that means I've got to write every part of this, I've got to times by 2. So if I times the 9x by 2, that's going to give me 18x. And then if I times 2y by 2, that's going to give me, and the sign's got to stay the same as it is there, so that's plus, so it's going to still be a plus. That's going to give me 4y. And if I times the 5 by 2, that's going to give me 10. And so now the numbers in front of the y's, which is sometimes called the coefficients, so that means the numbers multiplying the letter. So the coefficients are the same in front of the y's. We can either add or subtract. Now, the way to decide which one to do is if the signs there are the same, signs were the same, what we would do, we would subtract. But if the signs are different, what we do is we add. Now, if we look at these, we can see we've got a minus and we've got a plus. So the signs are different. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to add them. So if I add 3x and 18x together, we get 21x. Now if I add plus 4y to minus 4y, they actually cancel each other out, so they can disappear. So I don't need to write any y's anymore. And that's where the word elimination comes from, because I've got rid of, or I've eliminated the y's. Now if I add the 10 and the 11 together, I get 21. So I've got a little mini equation there. I've got 21x equals 21. And if I just divide both sides by 21, I'll actually end up with x is equal to 1. So I found out what x is. So it's the next step. So now we need to find y. So we've found what x is, we need to find out what y is. So what we do is the method for that is we take the value of x that we've just found and substitute it into one of the original equations. So let's have a look what the original equations were. So 3x minus 4y equals 11, or 9x plus 2y equals 5. I'm going to use the second one because it's got no minuses in it, but you could have used either one. So 9x plus 2y equals 5. So we'll use that. 9x plus 2y equals 5. And if I then put in the value that we found, which was that x is equal to 1, so let's do that. We can see that 9 times 1, so replacing the x by the 1 that we found before, plus 2y equals 5. And then what we can do, so 9 times 1 is just 9, plus 2y equals 5. So I'm going to want to get the y on its own on the left hand side. So I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides. If I do, that cancels there. So that leaves me with 2y equals, and 5 take away 9, if we think of a number line, is actually going to take us to minus 4. So if you're unsure about that, just think of a number line. So imagine that's 5. And if we took away 9 from that, if that was 0, we'd actually go down below the 0 to minus 4. If we took away 9 from that, we go downwards. So we just need to get the y on its own. So 2 times y. So we want to get rid of the 2. So we'll just divide both sides by 2, which I can show by using a fraction. And we've got that y is equal to minus 2. So there were our two answers. We got that x was equal to 1, and we got that y was equal to minus 2. And that's it. We've finished it. So I hope that's been helpful to you. And if it has, please consider subscribing to our channel to see all our other videos. And also give our video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.